Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj.
I'm Mick.
Why did you come so close to the mic to say that? Just to clarify that it's the right name?
Just to make sure, innit? Sound is all good. You only get one, innit? Chance. And I feel like there's always one phone call away from, man, you were two away from your mic. Or you were this.
Have you had that feedback?
No, man. Like, in case, innit? Just in case, bro. Look.
We have, actually. I think we have.
Yeah, so it's good to... I feel like I'm so close to it. I could just... Under Garijo, bro. What's going on, man? It's been quiet, isn't it?
It's been quiet. I haven't spoken. You know what it is? The wives episode went out, and then we were meant to record the same day, but then the holiday season had its wicked way with us, so we didn't end up doing any episodes. So this is going out in the new year, bro.
Yes,
this will be out in 2025, man.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, man, I can't believe.
So does that mean this is a full year of recording, and then we've only missed around 2 weeks?
That's true.
Huh?
Yeah, it's true.
Because to my mind, it only actually no, because the week we missed, we still remember. Then we just did one where we put it out later.
Yeah, we only missed 1 week this whole year. 1 week.
That is
So you listeners out there. Right, while we're playing right now in Spotify, pause it, give us a rating, 5 stars for the commitment that we're showing every week in, week out, even during the holidays, even during our holidays, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Our passport photo should be next to the word consistency in the Collins dictionary.
Both are naturals, bro. It's solid consistency.
Even the one from 95, bro. I didn't like my 95 passport, but I'll put that in there, man.
But for your 95, my one is, I've got a 95. My 95 passport, I'm wearing this gold shirt. My babuji bought me. Gold, bro. Gold shirt. I love that shirt. And then my Mitesh got a silver one. Liberties, bro. We both have gold and silver shirts.
Actually, while we're on this, bro, yeah? Because as soon as anyone mentions passport photos, why is it, that the passport photos, like I'm pretty sure if I looked at your dad's passport photo, or even let's say about the first 3 he took when he was an adult, one of them he's probably got a moustache and he's looking all serious, then I feel like and you've got the faded drapes in the back, yeah. I'm guessing
the curtain,
you got the curtain looking sharp, his flary kind of collars. And then I bet you there's one where he was a bit more confident with himself. So he had the side parting going across the fringe, going across the face. Yeah. And, you know, back in those days, you can keep your glasses on. So he's got these rose tinted kind of glasses.
Yeah, the rose tinted. Yeah, they're on, bro.
Serious as well, there as well. Like every passport photo, there's always one where there's, you know, your dad tried out a moustache. Yeah. And they're not smiling, bro. They're serious.
They're never smiling. No, but it's because you can't smile on the passport photo, isn't it?
I don't know, man. It's just,
but the fear, it looks like a face of fear. Yeah. Passport photos are, it's funny, man. It's funny looking back at those, especially my parents' ones, especially my dad. Bro, everything you described is the same.
Same.
The glasses. Those glasses are back, though. The massive ones with the tints.
Ringo Starr.
Yeah, those are back, man. But actually, on that note, this is how the fucking episode starts to go off on the weirdest tangents. This is a controversial one, though. Yeah. So buckle up, buckle up for 2025.
Wait, shouldn't we be saying Happy New Year? If it's
Happy New Year, man! Welcome to 2025. Sal Mubarak, Nawa Varas, no Abhinandan, all of this shit. How else do you say it?
That's it, man. Put your seatbelt on. It's going to be a wild ride.
It's going to be a wild ride, man. No, it's going to be a good year, man. Yeah. You always have to look for it to be a positive and a good year. And we wish health, love, luck, success, all of it to all of you all. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are, wherever you're with. Hope you had a great holiday. And we're looking forward to being in your gardens for the next year, man. Hoping that consistency keeps going. But yeah, man, that's it. Any other public service announcements for the Noah virus?
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Yeah.
Get your New Year's resolutions in. Actually, it'd be good to hear about people's New Year resolutions, yeah? None of this, I've quit drinking and all that stuff. I've been there, done that, yeah? I'm talking about,
Some people might have those,
though. We should. Yeah, send them in. I want to hear what people are, planning.
Bruv, yeah, I had a segment I was going to have on New Year's resolutions. Now, tu have ado taru gali.
What happens, isn't it?
This is why we don't.
This thing needs to be cutting.
This is what happens when you don't discuss what you're going to discuss before you start recording. And then you just be like, you got a topic? Yeah, bruv. Should we start? Okay, let's go. And then it's like, meow, try to record, bro. Okay, can I go back now?
Go for it, man.
And then we go to New Year's resolutions. Then I got a struggle. Then you obviously have a small struggle. So we got a lot to pack in. Yeah, cool. And we've already cut 6 minutes. All right, man. Is there anything else? No, there must be something else. You look like you got something else to say. No.
I'm just getting geared up for my small story.
But you told me it was a small story, bro. I'm not belittling.
No, I'm not even. Bro, why do you want my wife to me? I was being condescending, patronizing, or whatever. I was being sincere.
Oh, okay, fine. No, that would be being passive aggressive.
Oh yeah, true. Passive aggressive. All those things.
Okay, so what I was going to talk about, because you started talking about passport photos. I don't know how much I want to talk about this. I don't know how much I want to get into it because it's a spicy topic and it's very close to home, bro. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna just see how far we go with it. So, I think this is I don't know if it's a Hindu thing or it's a Guju thing or it's a blend, but it's not a Punjabi thing as far as Gagan is aware. But this whole idea of having photos of like your grandparents on the wall, but then like this is like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years after they've passed, but they're still kind of there, and it's still like, it's like there's a lot of space dedicated to them. But Gagan was like, that's not something that we do, right? Like, there's a difference here. Like, it's not photos of them with the kids or photos of them doing. It's just like those intimidating. It's basically like a passport size photo that's big. And I think I may be wrong on this, but I do feel like there is this kind of like, I need to take this picture because when I'm gone, this is the picture that will be used, that they're going to put the heart around, right? Which is what they do they're doing that in the films and all the rest of it. What do you think about that, bro?
So that I've seen the photos when I used to come to your
Why are you saying? Is it only my house?
Man,
you've seen that?
You're here in front of me, and recency bias, and those photos, of your grandparent. You got the two of the grandparent. I didn't have that at that point, but recently, obviously, we have got that now, right?
Okay.
But my dad's one wasn't. My dad's one. It was there. My dad's one was very interesting, bro. Actually, I'm gonna have to go on to that, bro, because yours was the more traditional, front face on, yeah. And I've seen that in everyone's house, isn't it? Is, bro, when I was young,
it's common.
I was younger, yeah, I would pretty much say, because it's so serious. I used to look. I was young, yeah. I would actually think in my head, that's the actual photo of someone's, whoever's passed. Because it's so serious, their body, bro. Yeah, that's what they were.
Oh, okay. Because when you were young,
I don't know, bro. Yeah, because I'm thinking, why? Because they're so serious. They're still, there's no emotion on that face whatsoever. It's still, yeah. But I said to you that we didn't have it, but actually no, we did. But I can't remember if there was a heart around it, because I feel like the heart just adds a bit more. Makes it a bit more morbid. It does, man. It makes it, innit? You just can't. That's a photo you can look at, but you can't ask any questions or comment on that photo. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Even if someone who's not from our religion came to the house, you got all these photos, and you see this one photo on there with a heart in it. Innit, that this is someone who's not here anymore, basically.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So I never understood it, but I found it normal because at the end of the day, it was consistent in our culture. When you go to people's houses. My dad has photos. Go back to it, yeah. He wasn't one.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, bro.
He's like this.
Oh, you got to explain
Yeah,
it, bro.
he's got
Can't...
the hand on his face with the finger and the thumb going across it, basically.
Like he's like, you know, the
The
pose,
pose,
like a
isn't it?
pose
The
in
pose,
a, like
the
you'd pose in like in a nightclub
the
picture where you're just
classical,
like your arms
yeah,
up.
yeah, it's like that with a smirk on his face. Yeah, but it's not. It's like an old school photo because he died young, and I remember I was like, so obviously you said something very key. You know, you said that the ones that you see where there's no emotion, etc. It's like preparation because someone's taken that photo, you know, in preparation that this is what they're going to need.
That's what
Yeah, true. Could
I
be, man.
think.
I think
I don't
you're
know.
right, though. You know why? People do that. Their grandparents do that because I can't remember which grandparent it was, but I did feel that there was already one. You know, like before they go, they might put one. You know, when they get of age, and they're well enough to, they might get. You know, they have their. You know how these days you can, you know, start paying co-op to sort your funeral out, etc. Right? In our culture, I feel like they've got the sari. Like I think my bar.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
the Sari,
that
the
is
one.
dark.
And they've all got it. And they've told one person probably. I don't know if I'm making this shit up or not, yeah, but I feel that I've seen this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's their wishes.
it's their wishes the way they want it, etc. Right. So and you're saying that there's that one step above where they're thinking in the back of my mind, actually, this photo, yeah, it's going to serve a purpose for my passport, but it's also going to serve a purpose from another kind of, you know, parallel as well, right? But yeah, it's interesting, man. We know when you go to, you know, like people's houses now, more and more, I don't see those photos up.
No, that's what I was wondering. This is changing now, and I wonder why. Like, I wonder if it's people are finding other ways that they can, like something that feels a bit more like a positive.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I just feel like that way of remembering them.
Well, like, you know, like
is not
Nish's dad's photo. We have it, yeah, in our house. It's the one that they used, and like it's not on the wall, but it's just on a table with with using the, what do you call it? It's stood up basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, even then, I don't see that anymore. Does that make sense? You don't see that as often anymore. Even in like my in-laws' house. Yeah, there's a big photo of him, but it's not one of those ones. It's the one where it's just from our wedding where he looked good in that photo, so they put it up on the.
I've seen that one. Yeah,
do you understand? So there's other ways of honoring someone in your house and honoring their memory in it. At the end of the day, I think back in the day it was like, I bet you if you didn't put them up on the wall, yeah,
disrespect.
Why have you put your parents' photo up? Or why have you put this person's photo up? Do you understand what I mean? You just know, innit? Now I feel like it's more acceptable because times are changing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I think it is, man. I think it's you wanna honor their memory as well as kind of the good times that you've shared with them, and do that in a way that works.
Actually, saying that, I said to you, as in my bar's photo, the one Santa Bar who used to live with us, obviously, my dad's mum, her photos stood up as well. But it's not one of those. It's I don't know. Like, I feel like it's one that I don't know if she got it taken or not. Yeah, but it's not one of those dead on ones. It's the one where she's smiling. It is front dead on. Yeah, but she's smiling in it. So it's one of her passport photos that we blew up, maybe. But I don't know, man. I just feel like there's more. I don't know, flexibility these days. Let's just put it that way.
You know, talking about this reminds me of a story.
Go on, then. It's about my bar.
No, it's not. Why are you saying it like that, man? It's not about you. It's about my bar. It's about my nanny ma, who sadly is no longer with us. But this was around like COVID times. And when she found out that Gogan and I were getting married, she was like super happy. She was in her 90s. And obviously, I think I'll save it for another episode, like the complication of just like getting married during a pandemic in two different countries, because there's a lot in that story. But basically, what happened was I was at my parents' house and we were doing a video call, and we were sitting on the couch. And you know the couch which is opposite the TV, so the two photos are there, right, of my grandparents on the wall, and she was like, we were talking to her, and she was like, she was getting on, and she was still with it, but you could tell that she was kind of like weaker than she usually is. But then all of a sudden, she just started singing wedding songs. She said, "I'm so happy, I'm so excited. You're getting married," and then she started singing all of these songs. And then it was very emotional, because I was like, hopefully you get to see the wedding photos and the videos and everything. And it was like, obviously she's not going to be able to attend or anything like that, bro. At one point, she was like, she looked at me, and then she was like, "Who's that?" And then I was like, "Oh man, she can't recognize me anymore." And I said, "Rajiv," and she was like, "No, next to you." And I was like, "Oh, it's mom." They go, "No. Tari pachar kon ho puche?" Bro, that was my bapuji, bro.
I knew you. What did you say?
I said, bro, I couldn't. I nearly dropped the phone, bro. I was laughing so much. Tari pachar kon ho puche, bro. Bro, you know what it was? It was the angle. And then my mom, but then I was thinking, whenever I'm on the phone, people are gonna be thinking, who's looking over your shoulder, bro? So funny, man.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, I knew something was gonna come. That's why I was like, this. I had to put it on mute. So what did she say after?
I just said, "Photo che bapuji no photo." And then I turned the camera and said, "Look, Ba's here as well."
No, you didn't. Did you really? No.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god! You know what?
But yeah, everyone's singing wedding songs.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, you know, this jogged another thing. Yeah, you know that you know when I forgot that we had a photo. You know, I said to you that we don't have a photo put up. Oh, we never did. Yeah, and there's one of my dada. That's because I grew up with that photo somewhere in the house. Whether we moved, whatever, it was somewhere in the house. Yeah, I think that photo was up once. Yeah, bruv, they were up. There was two that my dad's dad and my dad.
It used to be done. Every house had it,
and
bruv.
my dad's and my granddad's dad. Yeah, and my dad's dad. They were both up when we moved. Yeah, I think they were stood up, bruv. Yeah, then I do remember them being put away. Yeah. Now they're not up, and now my bar's one's up. Yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, why? I'm going to ask my dad, like, did someone get demoted? Why is that got demoted?
It makes you think, though, innit?
Yeah.
Like, there must be. Is there an official ceremony when you're taking? Because it's generational, bro. Like,
man.
You have a connection with your bar.
True,
and so do your kids, right? Whereas your dad's dad or your dad's dad's dad, there's no connection. So it's just like you wanna keep.
If I think about my dad's dad, and actually it'll be similar for my kids as well. Yeah, if they think about Nisha's dad, they're always gonna probably think about that photo, the one that we have, or because that's a reference that we always keep in it. Nano.
Yeah.
So that my dad's reference. Every time my dad would reference his dad, I'd always think about that's the image I have in my face, because immediately you get the most recent photo you've seen, right? And that's implanted into your it's ingrained into your memory, isn't it? So yeah, right, man. It's yeah. I don't know, man. Every time I've been to someone's house before, and I don't know if we're going to keep this in, bro, but I've been to someone's house, and I went when I was here. Yeah, when I was here, bro, this bar was alive. Yeah, I left the country for 2.5 years. A lot can happen in 2.5 years.
Yeah, obviously, bro.
First time I went back, it's a distant cousin. Like I say, family friend. That's kind of a cousin. Yeah, why does that happen, bro? This is a close family friend turns into a distant cousin, isn't it? Yeah,
everyone's an uncle.
And I went there to have a play date or just play in it. Yeah, I must have been around 12. And then obviously I knew Dada had passed away because he had passed away when I was there. Yeah. But when I came back, obviously Ba's photo was on the was on the wall. And I needed, obviously at that age, I don't know, man. You're wondering, isn't it? Man, I was only gone for a minute. Yeah. Like, what happened?
What happened? Suits
Yeah.
you.
And my mum didn't tell me.
You know?
My mum didn't.
Oh, your mum didn't tell you?
I think she probably didn't. You think I'm a kid? I probably don't even know why this is. Obviously, I did remember this bar, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you know what I mean? And then my cousin, my friend, obviously a family friend, was like, oh, yeah, Bar passed away, innit? Yeah. Because the photo was up there. I knew that was the case, but I still felt like asking, where's Bar? Yeah. Where's your Bar gone? Yeah. And then go back thinking to those days, and I'm thinking, man, you were socially stupid, bro. Just take it for what it is, yeah? And then that's it. Go wait until you get home and ask your mum, innit, what's happened?
Yeah, but you're curious,
I'm curious. At that age, you're really curious. That's the thing you want. And also, have you realized now, there's people who've been so many, like when you were young, around that 10 years old mark, you've come across so many, like, obviously, in our culture, bars used to become bars very earlier than they are bars now.
Yeah, bro, that's what I find.
That makes sense. Yeah,
they felt like bars felt like they were bars when they were like in the 60s.
So you think when you were about 10, 11, you saw a bar, they were probably in their 50s, 60s, but you probably thought they were in their like 80s, 90s, you know, touching 100s.
Yeah, bro. So
why
is that? Is it the attire?
Yeah, it's the attire, bro. It's the attire.
And the jumpers.
The jumper, attire, everything. Yeah, the
bag.
Yeah, the bag, bro.
They carry the satchel.
The satchel. And you know, obviously devoted to God as well, right? Earlier, and now, and you're thinking to yourself, you know, these bars from back in the day that were not consistent, you know, staples of your life, but you used to see them periodically.
Yeah.
They're no longer there, not because they're not alive. Then you get to this age, and you're thinking, actually, man, I ain't seen that bar for a while. That was. Do you understand? Yeah. And you're like, you realize if they are still alive, they're like, wow, they were a bar back then. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I started working backwards, because my bar's been, you know, my mum's mum and my dad's mum, you know, they're my bar's bar, innit, at the end of the day. Yeah. My bar was looking after me when I was 2 years old. So I was thinking to myself, damn, man, when she was actually looking after me, and she was actually,
she was a bar.
She wasn't that old. Yeah, she was actually my parents' age that they are now, basically. And you're thinking, but why was she so old? Do you understand what I mean? Why did she come across to me as if she was in her, 80s?
Yeah, I don't know why that is, man.
And now I'm like, and now it's like, our parents are going through the stage of, but anyway, I don't know.
Well, they're all grandparents, so they are technically bars and backwards,
exactly,
all of them. So.
Exactly. Unconventional bars, bruv. but not by heart or measure of how they look after our kids.
No, but like, let me clarify. The convention. Yeah. Our convention is unconventional. Yeah. I see how you quickly retracted that, just in case, bro.
Retracted, man. We're not like in a newspaper. We don't write a retraction day later. We do a live retraction.
હમણાં જ કહી દે ને પછી ગાંધ મારવા આવશે બધા. તારો સન્ય જોયો શું કે છે પોડકાસ્ટમાં આવેલું છે પોડકાસ્ટમાં બ્રવકાસ્ટ શું નામ છે પેલું? Okay, I was going to say one more point on these photos, yeah. At my cousin's house, yeah. I need to get mentioned on this podcast, bro. The amount of shout-outs I give him, bro. So at his house, because that's where my dad and mom used to live before everyone used to live in that house. In their dining room, it was so Bapuji was, obviously he was alive. He passed away when I was like 8, I think. But way like long after he had passed away, I think up until I want to say 20, not only in the dining room, not only was my dad's Bapuji on the wall, right? My dad's great granddad was on the wall, bruv, yeah? Bruv, and it was, you know what it is, yeah, bruv? These aren't photos. It was a painting, bruv. And he's sitting there, yeah, like a Raj, bro, yeah, with this like pagri on, right? Proper like from in the Gam, right? In Gujarat. And I remember like even ever since I was young, bro, my dad was like, Ato, Parshotam Dadache. He used to ride on a horse. All the police used to know him in the Gam. I was like, all right,
legend.
Man. Legend, yeah, bro. Man. And then he was like, if he wasn't here, none of us will be here. I was like, what about his wife, man?
Yeah.
Why is it? There was no space for her, bro. She wasn't there. It was just these great his dad's granddad and dad's great granddad. But then at some point, the guard was changed, and there's nothing there. There's a picture of the family, like Mitesh and like the kids and stuff. But and I just wonder, like, when was the decision made to take it down? And two, was there any kind of like ceremonial process? Because at our house, when we took out Ban Bapuchi's one, because that one's we took that out when we were redecorating, and then we didn't put it back up because we had other photos that we wanted to put up.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like a formal process. I just don't know, man. When you're going generationally, does it change? Is there I don't know.
I think it naturally phases out because it's recent, from that perspective. Like exactly what you're saying. My dad's dad, my dada's and my dada's dad were up, right? On the wall. And my dad always used to say to me, oh, look, you got ears like Juni Dada, my great-granddad. Yeah? Oh, okay. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He would always make a little connection. Then he stopped doing that as I obviously got older. But, and again, you know how you just said this guy was sitting on a chair? Obviously, mine was my great-granddad wasn't like that. It was, he was wearing a traditional topi, bro. Yeah, you know what topi I'm talking about?
The topi, yeah. There was one with the
little
topi
triangle sailor hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a yarmulke, but covers your full head. Yeah, because you're not Jewish. And I don't know when. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there was a period where those photos were taken down, and you'd find them when you're looking for tools, bro. Yeah, not because something happened or do you understand?
No, but it changes.
And I'll tell you why. Because new furniture came in, and where you put, everyone gets a sideboard with your dining table where you display all your plates and all that kind of stuff. That's where the photos are going. So they must have taken the photos down. I know my dad's not good at DIY yet, so I know you can't put up a frame. So, and there was no command strips back then. So they, we'll get, when someone comes, we'll get them to put them up, but they never did. No, and now that's why my dad's photos obviously standing in it, because obviously at the end of the day, it is what it is, isn't it? You have, I don't know, man. It's I'm gonna bring that up actually. When they come back from India, I was like, why is... And you're right. When does that... I think it's just natural evolution of... It is not that...
But it's natural evolution, but who instigates it? And two, is there a formal process that needs to be followed?
Yeah, there's no formal process. You know what it is? I think the formal process is... Man, no one has these photos up anymore. Just take them down now. It's like... Do you understand? You go to someone that... Monkey see, monkey do, yeah? I just feel...
Could be, because you will run out of wall space if you keep mounting the entire family up on the wall.
And also, as time goes on, you get people who used to know those people who don't come by the house anymore, and you've got evolution of friends and family. I guess.
Yeah, but I do think
it's good to have them up in a way as well.
I do feel like because what you were saying about you've got his ears. That's a nice little connection. Like now you remembered that, so you okay, there's some continuity.
I mean, it could work both ways, man.
Why?
Because if the ears are big, then you're like, take it down, man. Take it down. Don't even remind him of my ears. I look at him, I see my ears. Bro, if someone's got a big nose, your great granddad had a big nose. You see his nose, you're reminded of where you got it from, bro.
I don't need that reminder. Oh, you know what mine is? Yeah, they all have no hair, bro. I don't need that reminder. That's why I used to wear toppies, bro.
Bro, imagine this. Yeah, when you're growing up and you see all that. Yeah, you see someone's ears; they've grown that big. Yeah, you're thinking, "That's me, man. It's me in a few years. I don't want it."
That's the destination. I'm on the road, bro.
Yeah. And I get to see the destination because obviously great granddad died at I don't know, reasonable age. I think like he lived a good life, whereas my granddad didn't. So then you see where it'll be, where your ears will be at this age, and where your ear. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, you know the pit stops.
And then it's hazy between certain amount of years. It's hazy because obviously
you don't know.
But I was screwed either way, man. The ears were going to be big regardless because
your ears aren't that big, bro.
No, that's because they're pinned back. Yeah, that's not pinned back, but as in they're just back. Yeah, not that I got them pinned. But check this.
What the fuck, bro? What is this new?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, and then, but I was screwed from day one. You know why? Because obviously my great granddad had big ears from my dad's side, and then my actual dada had big ears as well. From
all dadas have big ears because your nose and your ears never stop growing.
That's true. Is that facts? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure your ears and your nose never stop growing, which is why very old men have a huge nose and big ears.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good observation. Anyway.
You know, bro. Half an hour in. We haven't even started. It's good though, man. What was I going to say? All right. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about on this topic? Is there any more points?
No, man, this is a good impromptu topic.
Bro, fucking you crack me up, man. Take the photo down. It reminds me of my ears.
Take it down.
Okay. All right. So you want to start with your struggle?
Nah, man, you go for it.
No, I feel like I always go first.
It's not even a struggle, bro. It's just something my mom said today.
All right, go on. Let's go. Let's hear it.
So I was on the phone, and what I've noticed is we've spoken about this before. Do you know when you start to become your partner, and you know like certain terminology that you start, that you're around all the time. So I'm pretty sure that you and G have adopted terminology from each other, like Nish and I have, because you start becoming you start becoming your spouse, isn't it? At the end of the day, right? Because you spend so much time together, and that's the way of communicating.
She's using South London slang nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. So my mum was on the phone earlier today, and they're away at the moment, and she was just talking from a general perspective, and she was like, "You know what? When I come back, I'm gonna start becoming a bit more shellfish." Yeah. Rob, and I was not in the mood yet, but when she said shell, I was like, I'm going to dig deeper here. So you're going to become, become seafood, yeah? Shellfish, yeah? And do you know what it is? I basically started cracking up, and I was thinking to myself, it's funny how that happens because she never used to talk that before, but she's now, the dominance of my dad. That's something my dad will say, yeah? The S and H become
your dad does that, Rob.
Selfies, yeah.
Rob, your dad does not respect H's in the short sound. He does not respect the H.
Kishan, yeah, becomes Kisan, Rob, yeah. Nish becomes Nis. Kush becomes Kus. Bro, I was like, man, this is not the way it was meant to happen, man. It's meant to be the other way around. But anyway,
she should be rubbing off on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is that? Why does it go that way around?
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Because it does happen. Like there's certain. Do you think there must be certain words or certain phrases that she has imparted onto him? Surely it can't be one way.
No, it's one way, man.
Really?
I feel it's one way. It's 100% one way. And I think it's because it depends where you're spending a lot of your time as well. Do you get it?
What do you mean?
I don't know, man. Do you feel like if she definitely goes to India more with him, and I feel like it's a way. What was, when you try to fit in and try to communicate with your spouse's side of family, so you start adopting their terminology. Not so much for us because English is a common language, right?
I see what you're saying. But then you start to adjust
exactly. When you start to, if you've learned one type of Gujarati and you start to speak a different type of Gujarati over a period of years, it starts to affect your English as well.
So what? None of your dad's family respect the H either, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, man. They didn't have to put H down on the paper. I'd say that. I'm being skeptical, man. That's not facts. My fans will start to.
আমার অপমান করে তার I think that's probably what it is, though, man. Yeah. I think it is. I think they're adjusting.
That was very enunciated when she said, "I'm going to become shellfish." So I was taking a piss.
My mom does that, bro.
Yeah,
but she doesn't. She doesn't do it with things that my dad says.
Yeah,
she does it to think about things like words that we say.
Okay.
So, like sometimes, and I don't know. Maybe it is because she's trying to like speak our lingo or whatever. But like sometimes you're like, evo rush hoto. It was a mission coming home.
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, mom."
He's going south.
Yeah, you're dropping the language. But it is, man.
Because you guys say it often, right? So she thinks that's not that she knows that it's slang. She probably thinks it's, new English terminology, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah. She's. I've definitely heard her say that.
Yeah, I can imagine her saying that. I can imagine.
It was a mission.
Tomorrow she'll be like, when you're reaching. You're coming down to the ends.
Ends my pochiga. No, you know the pocha. Kya na che? Ends na. Kyugam. That's the basic equivalent of saying kyugam.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
All right, shall I get into mine?
Yeah, go for it, man.
So I don't know what's been going on in your side of the house department, because we haven't spoken in a while. I mean, it's been what, 10 days? Probably.
Yeah, 10 days.
Not that I'm counting, but probably am counting. Anyway, it's love, bruv. Yeah, I had to scroll. I fucking did the scroll when I was WhatsApping you the other day.
And then you WhatsApp, would you say, all good, yeah? I was like, yeah, man, it's fine. Why are you being so fucking weird? Yeah, man, all good. All good, man. Wait.
Yeah, because I thought I haven't even fucking spoken to you, so I'll just check everything's okay and everybody cool.
I knew we were recording on Sunday, so I was like, it's cash, don't worry. I knew them. Do you know what? I know if I need to message, I message, but obviously I knew I need to. You know why? Because I knew, obviously you're busy with Christmas and stuff, and then we hadn't spoken directly, but I was like, I know Sunday's approaching. We've already put out the wives episode. But the men's and the women's, ladies episode. Bro, that is, you know, that yeah. I sometimes crease up to myself when I'm doing something. You talk to yourself sometimes, and you say, "But the ladies, how much ladies?"
I don't know what it is about the way it's said. Yeah. It sounds so sleazy. It's like some caco. Really ladies, I say, ladies.
Yeah. Don't but the ladies say that so. Do you remember when you got John Banu, the men sit here and the ladies are in the kitchen. Come on, ladies. And then when your mom's cooking and she says to my dad, "Tamne message ho khawa pehla, but gents ke." Then she's like, "I'm a ladies pehla message." It's like you've been to a John Banu where it's like. Yeah,
gents, they do say gents though, innit?
Gents, yeah. There's nothing gents about that though, innit?
No, there's no gents, bro. If they were gents, then they'd be in the kitchen, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, go on. Sorry. Go for it, man. I interrupted.
Wait, where was that? Oh yeah, okay. So you were saying that you knew that I was going to message on Sunday because of after the ladies podcast was out. So you were waiting for me to message, innit?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we haven't spoken, and I haven't really asked you about this, but I think maybe we have. Rob, like, they do say it's surviving Christmas, isn't it? When you're having a family Christmas, bro. Is in like, you're spending a lot more time with everyone than you usually do. It kind of gets to a point where, especially if you aren't going out as much, just because it can be difficult, especially with like young kids and stuff. So you're indoors a lot more. You start getting stir crazy, bro. Like, definitely happened to me. And then today I was like, I ain't get out. Just go out, go for a drive.
Mm-hmm.
Took the little one. Gogan's not been feeling well at the moment. So I was like, you might as well just rest, and then I'll go. And then took the nappy bag, because obviously you need to be prepared, innit? And then I was only going to be out for a couple of hours, and there was this new shop I wanted to check out because apparently they do some decent chai. So I'm going to get some chai there. Then Gogan sent me a list of stuff to get from Tesco's. So I picked that up, went and got the chai, and then was waiting for the order. And then little one, so bruv, like I told you this on a previous episode, she's doing this thing now where you can tell from her face she's doing a poo, but sometimes she does these false alarm faces, and you're like, I don't know if she's like budding right or she's actually doing a dud right. So then, and then also she does she's inconsistent with her yeses right now. So she did the face, and I was like, oh fuck. And I didn't take the nappy bag with me. And then I'm at the restaurant, and I was like, have you done the poo? She's like, yeah. I was like, shit, okay. And then she was so layered up because it was freezing. I couldn't like do the sniff test. So then I had to just take her word for it. But then I asked her again. I was like, have you done a poo? She was like, no. I was like, for God's sake. Okay, fine. And then I went and had a little bit of a sniff, yeah? And it smelled like there was something going on. So I was like, all right, cool. We're going to need to do this. We need to, rectify the situation. So I then had just ordered the food. So I was like, this is going to take a while. But I saw there was a toilet there. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to grab the nappy bag and come back and then change her. Bruv, I asked the lady, do you have baby changing? She was like, no. Bruv, it really annoys me. It really fucking gets on my tits. The lack of baby changing facilities anywhere. People have been having babies for millennia, bruv, yeah? Why the fuck can you not just install a baby changing thing in every toilet, men, women, unisex, wherever someone is doing a dirt or a piss, there should be baby changing every fucking place. Because how the hell are you meant to deal with it if that happens? If your kid's unwell, they have a nappy rash, whatever it is, what are you meant to just pull them out on the floor and start changing? I got so angry, but obviously I didn't. I didn't tear into this lady, bro. She was like, no, sorry, we don't have. I didn't unleash the wrath. I was so vexed, man. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, bro. And you know what it is? I think this is the way that it is because historically, men have not had to deal with this problem. It's been a problem for women to deal with. And for any problem that women has to deal with, it's not really solved in a proper way because there hasn't been someone in a position of power or influence to put in policies and change to kind of make it happen and make it a thing for everyone. So it's just kind of like, no, it's not really a priority. Anyway, that's what I think, but it's fucking frustrating. All of this was going on in my head, and I was still unsure whether she'd actually done a dirty or not, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the food, grab the food, and then we were on our way. Then there was a pub that we passed. It was that one of those like gentrified, hipstery pubs. I was like, this one's going to have baby changing. And I'm pretty sure we've been there before, and we changed her. And I saw that there was someone behind the bar. This was early morning. This was like 9:30ish. So then I was like, all right, I'll grab the nappy bag. I come back to the pub, and I knocked on the door, and a lady comes out because it wasn't open. I was like, shit. And I was like, I'm really desperate right now. I need to change my baby's nappy. She has got a bit of a nappy rash at the moment. I was like, she got a nappy rash. Is there any chance I can come in and get a change? And she was like, I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do. And I was like, please, like, I'm asking you, I will be in and out. You can stand over me if you need to, like by the toilet. Like, I'll be in and out. I'm not coming here to steal some fucking Guinness, right? Yeah, because apparently there's a shortage of Guinness.
Oh, really?
I'm inheriting your bro. I'm adding extra H's when they don't need to be, bro. Apparently there's a Guinness shortage in the UK, so they're limiting the supply of Guinness. Anyway, and I was like, can you just please let me in? And she was like, we had training this week about an incident, security incident that happened. There's no way I'm going to be able to let you in. I'm really sorry. There's cameras and stuff. She was like, I understand I have kids. And I was like, you don't understand because you have definitely been in my shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna, bro. You know, in these situations,
Yeah.
when you get the signal, you're wasting energy, bro.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
You're just gonna wind yourself up. So I was
walk
like,
away.
okay, yeah. And she did feel bad. She was like, she came out and she was like trying to point to place. She goes, you can try this place, and I was like, I don't think. She was like, oh, try the nail salon, and I was like, I don't think. It was one of those ghetto nail salons, bro. I was like, I don't think they're not even gonna have a sundas, let alone one that's gonna have baby changing facilities. So then I was like, okay, the only option is the car, bro. And I fucking hate doing the change in the car, man, because the seat is slanted, isn't it? So the baby's like rolling, bro, sideways. No matter how much you try and put them straight, bro, they're rolling sideways. And now in my mind, I was like, oh God, okay, how am I going to do this? So then I put down, and it was freezing, so cold, right? So in my mind, I'm like, the moment I like start changing her, because my hands are going to be cold, she's going to start weeing, right?
Oh yeah.
And Guggen's like, that doesn't really happen. I feel like it does happen. So I'm prepared, and I'm trying to prepare for it, because I was like, that's going to just add to the amount of things that I need to clean up. So then I lay all of this, like lay her down, lay everything down. And then like, the pushchair's chilling outside the car, because I'm like, I'm not going to collapse that. There's still some other like bits of shopping in there, because I didn't empty everything out. So the pushchair's chilling outside. I put her down, like lie her down in the car seat. The car seat's next there. I lie her down on the back seat. I don't have a big car, bruv, yeah. And then, so when I put her down, I've barely got enough space to reach and like effectively change her. So at one point, like I'm in the middle of it, she's wriggling around, she's rolling, she's twisted and like slanted. Not twisted, but she's like slanted. So she's like rolling back on herself, and I'm like trying to hold her down. And then I don't know how. And I look, when Gaga listens to this, yeah, she's gonna be vexed, but I don't care. I don't know how she plans, what she puts in that nappy bag. I don't understand. Why it's so heavy, I don't understand. Why there is never anything when I need to find it, I do not understand. I could not find the fucking nappy bag, bruv, yeah? So I was like, at this point, I don't care. It was a heavy, heavy nappy, bruv, yeah? Bruv, the door was open. I rolled that shit up, bruv, and I just dashed it outside, bruv, yeah? And I got the wipes, and I was just throwing the wipes. I was going to pick it up afterwards, but I could not deal with this at the moment, because she was like kicking off. And then at one point, I realized like I was on my knees on the seat, back seat of my car. So I'm hanging, my ass is hanging out of the car, bro. Yeah, there's nappies on the floor, and there's like dirty wet wipes there. This bag. This lady walks past, bro. And I was like, I can't. She just looked at me, bro. Yeah, she started laughing.
Did she laugh?
She started. Well, it was a scene, man.
Yeah,
it was a scene. I was sweating. I had a big puffy jacket on. It was freezing, but I was so sweaty and hot.
Yeah. Were you? Yeah. Go on.
Little one's none the wiser. She's just thinking it's playtime. She's just chilling there. And then, bro, the way I put the nappy on, it was like lopsided, and I was like, look, I'm gonna have to go home and do this properly, because there's all I need is it to be like good for like the next 10 minutes.
Do you know what? Were you when she walked past, were you thinking she's going to say something in a minute?
Yeah, I knew she was rubbish. I thought she was going to have a witty remark, but she just smiled and laughed.
You know, man, I feel, you know, in that situation, did you feel like were you more annoyed about the not finding nappy bags, or was it more a case of, why is this happening now? Yeah, because this is meant to be a quick, outing, and then is it the case of dealing with that? But you know why? Not because a lot of people, when we were speaking about it as well, right? Some people don't change nappies at all.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know what? In that situation, I think I've been in that situation, not in that exact thing, but something similar, right? And I know it's always a case of, if I can't find something, but I've not packed it in it. So maybe
that's the thing. If you haven't packed it, you can't find it.
And it's there. You know it's there. Because
of course it will be there. Every single thing you need is in that bag, bro.
Is in that bag, because there's more stuff than you need. That's why it's so heavy. Yeah. Even today, off topic, but I was looking for you know, cheese board, you have the mango chutney. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found a ploughman's one. I found the red onion one. I was like, Nish, it's not in here, man. It's not. It's in there. You just have to look. I was like, it's not in there because it's not. If it's there, it'll be with these two, right?
Yeah.
But I don't look on the middle shelf. But it was in the back in the middle shelf. I found it after. But yeah, she goes, I'm not getting up, man, because and this is a similar thing where you're like, if you made the phone call, if you'd phoned a friend, yeah.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah,
no.
I know.
But you know, if you phone a friend, they'll tell you something.
Yeah,
you still you won't even if they tell you exactly where it is, it won't be there.
Yeah, it won't be there, man. It won't be there.
Or you'll get it's in there somewhere. It will be in there.
You know what? I think an NCT, you should like. Looking back now, I just think obviously when you're a new parent, you think it's all valuable and whatever, right? But if you look back now, you probably think, okay, actually, how much did I actually learn in NCT? Because no one can prepare you. They don't prepare you how to change a nappy when you're out, when you haven't got much stuff with you. What do you do? Yeah, these are the kind of questions they need to be asking you, man. What do you do? You're out with your baby, yeah? Wife's not there. She's sick at home. Yeah, you've just taken the pushchair and you've forgotten the nappy bag. What do you do?
You've got 3 inches of space to change the nappy.
Yeah, she's done explosion poo on the way, or you're not even sure if she's done a poo or not. What do you do? Do you understand?
And the clock is ticking.
Yeah, it's like
you're gonna get a ticket. You're gonna get a ticket.
Yeah,
traffic wardens around the corner.
Yeah, and then you got what do you call the officers that patrol to look for if anyone's littering? I don't know. Is it
Bruvcast, the officer?
Yeah, exactly. Comes around, trying to give you a citation for dropping your wet wipes on the floor. What do you do?
You know what? It wasn't the thing that annoyed me the most was the fact that they weren't changing. Like, I think you got to be prepared for that to happen at any point. And I don't have any issues in changing or whatever. But like the circumstances and the fact that it could have been avoided if there was just better like facilities.
Yeah, man.
I'm on a high street, man.
Yeah.
Surely there would have been somewhere.
Or a disabled toilet with the changing facilities in there.
If you're serving food, you should be serving facilities for anyone to be able to touch, man. Whatever they are, whatever their abilities and ages.
There should be. You know how they give these hygiene ratings. You should be rated in your rating of being family friendly, because a lot of restaurants say kids welcome, family friendly, air conditioned. Yeah, do you remember back in the day, air conditioning? Yeah,
I was thinking about that today, bro. Yeah, I was thinking about the exact same thing today.
Yeah, you should be. Well, how are you family friendly? You haven't got changing. You haven't got changing facilities.
Yeah,
and there, you know what? And also, I mean, this is good. When you're at a restaurant. And then Mrs. said, can you go change it? And you're like, oh, there's no disabled and the changing facilities are automatically in the women's. Yeah. So from a woman's perspective, they'll be like, well, actually, you're not family friendly because, dads are equally responsible for changing.
It's true.
And they can't go into the women's. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would you not have one in the men's if you're not going to have a disabled toilet?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. I feel like I remember, I was thinking about that exact thing today because there was a restaurant called Kasturi, bruv, yeah? Back in the day. I think you know the one, maybe. Bruv, I remember the sign said fully AC, bruv.
Yeah.
At least so, bruv.
Yeah, fully.
As opposed to Urdu.
One table has it, the other doesn't. But every other table has air conditioning, yeah? Or it doesn't reach. Bruv, someone's come around and said, look, you're not fully because the air doesn't reach this table in the back. So you're partially air conditioned. Or you got to pay extra premium air conditioning.
Air conditioning છે ને ગિરીશ ભાઈ આવ્યા છે ઇન્ડિયા થી એને જોઈએ air condition એને સામે પૂર્ણ રાખી દિયો.
Have you noticed? Do you remember back in the day where in air condition, like for us it was never a thing, innit? Who cares? And now they got air conditioning. You know what I mean? Innit? I don't even know now it matters. But when you go to India, they're like, no one can do air conditioning fully.
No, they also say toilets, Western toilets.
Yeah, Western.
I remember when I went to my Gaon, bruv, when I was backpacking.
Yeah.
There was this one day, bruv, I was just like going around on bike. Like I was just jumping. I wasn't staying with, it was like a family friend.
Yeah.
It was sick, bruv. Backpacking was like amazing. One of the best experiences I've had. And, I was so like carefree, like didn't care, very like to the point where it was concerning, like the story that I did on the pod around like the lions and shit. So when I went into my gum, I was just going on the back of motorcycles. Like whoever it was, they were like, "Oh yeah, come and chill over here." I was like, "Yeah, fine." Chill with some people, go and have some chai, then I go somewhere else. There was a guy that just was selling rope. That was his shop, bro. And bro, you know the funny thing about this? I don't know if I told you this. This guy was, I think he studied in Kerala. So his English was on point, okay? But all his buddies didn't speak English. And when he saw me, he was like, he wanted to flex. So he was like, "Where about in England are you from, bruv?" Yeah, he was putting it on, and then he was looking at his mans, and then his mans were like, "Oh wow, good." And he thought, "Badu,
Was he like,
yeah, joyu?" Bruv, I still remember that. It's so funny, man. He was proper putting it on, man. Why was I talking about this?
the rope?
No, I was talking about the rope, about that man, and I was talking about when I went to my gum. Oh no, okay. So yeah, okay. So so I got sidetracked by that rope story. So after, I think, I don't know if it was on the same day, but for the sake of the story, assume it was on the same day. Yeah, I then jumped onto Mahesh's bike, yeah, and then went down the road, and then he showed me this complex. He goes, "You know complex, no complex, Nikru." I was like, "Wow, very nice." Bungalow. That's the same. Bungalow. Gaadi ni jagah che. Auto ni jagah che. And then I was like, "That's nice." He goes, "Jao under Western toilets." I was like, "Nah, man."
Like you haven't seen him before.
No, but I was just like, I don't want to see him, man. I'm not interested, bro. I was like, this Mahesh is moving mad, bro. I was like, Mahesh, man, drop me back to the Banwaro, bro. He was jokes.
He just gets people get excited, isn't it, when they see, innit? They just want to know, innit? They want to show that we're just as far along as where you live, basically. If not, but these days it's probably more advanced the way they do things. But
yeah, they have a better toilet. They've got the ones that have the 4 arrows, bro.
Yeah,
bidets, those are the legit ones.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Pichkari, bro. That's not Balam, bro. That's Badam Pichkari, bro. This episode is going all over the fucking place.
It's going everywhere. We're talking about life, morbidness.
This is a vintage. This is a vintage episode. We're starting 2025 how we ended 2024, bro.
What happens when you have a break, innit?
I think that was my struggle, bro. It was if you're listening to this and you own an establishment or have influence over establishments who do not have adequate facilities for changing babies, please be the change that you want to see in the world and make it happen, man. You don't want people change. You don't want people's degas hanging out of the car with wet wipes on the floor, dirty nappies, man, on the streets.
Be a part of the solution, not the problem.
Yeah, man. Help us.
But you know what, though? You did what you had to do, man, at the end of the day. That's it. That's the whole... Yeah.
Bruv, you know what? The thing that when we had our super sub, Sittle, and you on the podcast, there was one thing that you said to me that has stayed in my head, and it was do whatever it takes. And that's what you got to do, bruv.
I think if you had to, you would have probably, if you didn't have a car, you'd probably change it in a pusher. Or if you didn't have the pusher, you'd probably say, "Look, you're not letting me in. You're not letting me in the changing facility." Do you understand what I mean? Like our dads, if we had to go for a piss somewhere and we couldn't go, we didn't know where to take us. You're gonna piss on the street, aren't you? That's not literally. Yeah. You're gonna piss in the corner, aren't you? He's gonna make it happen, or you're gonna go find someone who they're gonna befriend.
No, that would be different. They would have knocked on someone. They would have cocked out of.
You're gonna do it, innit? At the end of the day, at the end goal, you're always gonna find a way, innit? So, I think,
bro, that happened to my dad, bro.
What's that?
He went to, because, bro, he can't, bless him, bro, he can't walk right very fast. Yeah, so if he needs to go, he needs to go, innit? So when we went to Cali, and we were staying at Guggen's parents, obviously suburban America, bro. So it's like Like it is big space, open. Go for a nice long walk. So him and my susur were going for a walk, right? And Dad needed to go, and I wasn't there, so I was not there for this story. But apparently, what happened was that he must have said to Sasurji that it's not gonna happen. It's not it's not gonna happen, man. You need to. This thing needs fixing, please. And they just knocked on a random door, bro. Yeah. I don't know if it was a random door or if it was someone that they knew, but I'm pretty sure it was someone that they didn't know.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Can we use the restroom?"
They say, "Yeah, go for it."
They said, "Go for it, man." Yeah. I think most people would be okay with that, man. But I don't know if you could get away with that in ends, bro.
I don't think you can. And also, but no, look.
I don't know. I don't think so, bro.
Right family, right person that you open the door to at the end of the day. It's these days. I feel like in ends you're more on edge when you open your door up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? People start.
Or what you would do is you'd stand there with the baby's like nappy and like, look, I need to change this.
I'm not here to rob anyone.
If you don't let me in, I'm gonna change on your doorstep.
On your stoop. Do you know what? Yeah. I'm sure there's cars out there these days that have baby changing facilities, man. They need to bring.
You know what? The thing is, you know the house I parked outside of while I was doing all of this dhamaaka, bruv. Yeah. He had you know those Mercedes. I think it's like a 7-seater.
Oh yeah.
And the back is the back of the car is the boot is massive.
You can just put them down there,
bruv. He opened, so after everything had finished, he opened the door, bruv. Like 6 kids came out.
Yes.
I was like, bro, I was looking one by one. I was like, damn, this car's gonna pack all these people. And then he got a pushchair. Yeah. He didn't even collapse it. He just put the pushchair in the back. I was like, this guy's onto something, man. Because then that space is like a little room. Yeah. You can change, bro, wherever you want. I was like, on the drive back, I was thinking to myself, it would be pretty stupid if there's a family of 3 with a car that size. But you know what? I'm taking my changing station with me wherever I go, bro. I was considering it.
Did you ask about the Tamara? The kids came out.
Nah, bro. It was fucking rudeness. Could have been a family. Could have been joint family. You don't know.
Could be, man. Could be.
But that was I was looking at that because I don't know, man. You know, after you go on.
There's nothing. You know, when you've got a baby who's wearing nappies, there's nothing more relieving than knowing that before you're walking out the door, like let's say 5 minutes before, you've done the nappy, so they're fine for the car journey. Or even before, when you get to someone's house, they're about to leave, you're like, oh god, the nappy, yeah. So we'd have to do it when we get home because she's gonna be sleeping, obviously, right? So you change it, right?
Yeah.
And there's
the bedtime change.
It's like and then now it's like when we're like, I'm at the stage of where we still have to tell the little one before we leave the house, or before we leave where we're coming back from home from, go for a wee. But you know what it is? At least the difference is, at least you can just go and be in control and take the baby. And now we get pushback, bro. Yeah, like
I don't need to go.
I don't need to go. I already went. When? I already went. And then you come home and there's an accident, bro. Or there's something. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's yeah.
So what you're trying to tell me? It gets harder.
No. Well, does it? Well, yeah, because you'll always be able to take it to a loo. You don't have to worry about baby changing anymore. You'll always be able to. But if the person doesn't comply, with the pushback, innit? Yeah, comply. I mean, the pushback you're getting at the moment is if there's no proper changing facilities, then you know how when to distract the baby, you give them a toy and then they've got it in their hand and you're just changing them. They're cash, innit? Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. The pushback you got is obviously baby turning, around, 6
basically doing a somersault.
So I don't know, man, if it gets easier. The easiest thing is they just don't do it, innit? They control their own bladders.
But I think the goalposts just changed, bro.
That's it. They just get wider. And when you think they're getting smaller, they're actually not, man.
Well, it makes life interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the main thing. I think that's us, man.
That's us.
Thank you for joining us on a tour around the most varied myriad of topics. But this is what you come for. This is what you return for every week. Thank you. If you are a returning listener to Bruvcast, thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving us the feedback. Please give us more. Please give us your stories. Give us your struggles. Share anything you have, whether it's related to this topic or other topics we have covered. And we will keep things anonymous if you prefer to do that. And thanks. Big shout out to the wives for last week's episode. We have to give them a shout out because we've got some good feedback coming on that one. So hopefully we get them back on again. And was there anything else? You're smiling. It sounds like you got something to say.
No, man. Shout in it for upgrading the small villain to a big one. Yeah.
Your back feels better, innit?
Yeah. Hit the right spot.
I think that's everything. We'll see you later. Share the struggle, find the funny. See you later, people. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All the best. Make your New Year's resolutions. And all the best. Bye.
Sal Mubarak.
Sal Mubarak. Or Shal Mubarak, as some say.
Yeah, Shal.
Don't respect the H. Yeah, respect the H. Bye-bye.